It's a beautiful day in the world of RuneScape. Araxxor, famous from RuneScape 3, has been added to the game, and with it a bunch of new high-value items such as the Noxious Halberd, the Rancor Amulet, the Amulet of Rancor, the Ranker, Araxxite Glands, and teleports, and I guess that's pretty much it for new items. Oh, there's a pet with a transformation. Very cool. I thought it'd be fun to do one of these 100 kill videos. It's still day one as of recording the commentary, so hopefully I can get this out on day one while it's still a novel and interesting concept. Stay tuned. So this is a very familiar site to anyone on update day, of course. The servers went up for a while. I've been doing Slayer for about 2 weeks prior to this, so I saved up points for absolutely forever, just hoping to get the task. I bought the extension, made sure to store my Hydra task because I ain't passing that up. We got Iron Dragons, and then we got Daggernauts, then we got Jad, Abyssal Demons, and finally 236 Araxxites. Thank you, past me. So we started hitting up the boss from this point. This is from my first KC. It wasn't particularly successful. I used to actually kill these eggs around the outside. Now, they mentioned in the blogs, as well as in the accompanying video, I guess you'd call it, that you could kill the eggs to make it slower but easier. To be honest, towards the end of this grind, I decided it wasn't really worth it to kill the eggs anymore, and there's a failed kill right there. So I thought I'd show off 1 KC with live commentary. We'll see how that goes there. This is going to be fun. I wanted to start off outside the cave because these guys are aggressive and, you know, you don't want to be caught lacking in the caves. Turn quick prayer on before I even go in. These are my prayers. You're going to want to make sure you summon your Thrall and get your Burning Claws out for maximum DPS. Oh, big damage. That's more like it. I'm using Abyssal Bludgeon here for the most part. I was using Fang for a while, but Bludgeon just works out better for me in ways that I'll explain later. So there's these eggs on the outside which spawn corresponding little Araxxites. These green ones will just blast you for constant chip damage. Now, whichever egg is here, in this case it's green, that determines what special attack he's going to use. In this case, you saw him do that Poison Hadoken. That's because this is a green. If it was red, he would put a Poison Trail on me. And if it was white, he would kind of like do an acid splash, kind of, you know, London Tube Train special, some people might call it. I didn't bring a Book of the Dead for this, so I've not summoned a Thrall this whole time. Very good kill so far. These white Araxxites, as you can see, every time I hit Araxxor, it's damaging it, and also doing a little bit of damage to me, so that's kind of like a recoil kind of idea. These red ones, think about volatiles from TOA, basically that. And now this phase is probably the most important. This is why I'm using the cudgel, the bludgeon, because it has a 4-tick attack cycle. Oh, that's hard to say. And that allows me to move with him just like that. And I didn't even really get to explain it, but that's the boss, basically. 135, kill number 101. Or a loop half, which I actually never got in that 100 kills. That's the TLDR on the boss. Here's my setup. So just to go over it one more time, I was using the Osmoton's Fang, but because it's 5-tick in that end section, your attacks don't sync up with the boss's attacks. So while he's slamming and you're doing the step back like that, it doesn't really work out with the Fangs. So Bludgeon may or may not be more DPS, but in any case, it's certainly easier and feels better. So I went with that eventually. Take a quick visit to Death, my homie. Wonder why I'm here. And we eventually get a successful kill. Look at that Slayer XP drop. Second kill ever. I think I actually lost the clip of the first one. Sorry about that. What do we get? Some Zammy Wines. Not the most lucrative drop ever, but you know what? It's good for Iron Men, guys. It's good for Iron Men. Narrowly escape there. Pretty dangerous boss, I'm not going to lie. This 250 death runes. So one of the things that makes this boss so hectic, as you can see, I took a death right there as well. I only took 3 deaths in this whole time. Could have been worse overall. We twitch him out, get some rune 2-handed swords. The thing that makes this fight so kind of hectic, can be this poison trail that he leaves. Just a lot of kind of stacking damage over the course of the fight, you know what I mean? Picked up an Abyssal Bludgeon at this point, so as I mentioned earlier, I don't have the issues with the 5-tick. I just heard from the grapevine that people were using it, you know. There was the Poison Trail attack, as well as some red spider eggs from that loot. And we eventually got some of these Venom Sacks. I think the point of those is, like, you can use them to cure Venom. Here we get our first piece of the Noxious Halberd. Really was not expecting to actually get any uniques in this 100 KC, to be honest. I've just gone 800 dry at Hydra. So, really was not expecting anything in particular. Got some D-legs there in the inventory. I don't think I showed loot in those, but that was one of the nicer drops from this guy. Mortmire Fungus. Again, very nice for Iron Man. A lot of secondaries here. He drops spider eggs. He drops Mortmire Fungus, Sammy Wines. I've already talked about all those things. Got some teleport scrolls there. They're actually worth big money right now. I'm assuming they're going to crash later on, but I sold those for about, I think, 55k each at the end of this. Showing off some insane DPS there. Actually, when I was bringing my Book of the Dead and not forgetting it. I've got some more scrolls, U-logs, Runite ore there in the inventory. That's another one of the better drops, for sure. U-logs, kind of much of the same. Found a guy here with the new amulet on. He looks pretty ballin' in my opinion. I actually think it looks legitimately nice. Got a U-seed there. He also dropped magic seeds, but I'm not too sure if I showed that during this. It's hard to remember what I clipped and what I didn't, you know. And we get another piece of the Noxious Halberd. At this point, I think that was 70-something KC. I was really starting to believe. And there it is, the Noxious Pommel. Really shocked that I actually even got this. Really. Like, I can't believe it. 100 KC, I feel like you never get anything at 100 KC. So I made the Halberd very quick as possible. Looks very sick, by the way. And we ended up getting about 150 mil for it. 2 mil stolen from us by the GE. And here's the final loot here. Looking to be about 3.8 mil on the price tracker. Not too bad. Most of the money is coming from those Araxxor shards, as well as some of the seeds, rune items, dragon items. Pretty much what you would expect to be worth the money, to be fair. I had to play around with the price of those teleporters. And of course, the Noxious Halberd, paying the bills for the next foreseeable future. We had 3.7 mil, and if we do a little bit of quick maths here, that's about 37k per kill. And as I mentioned, I was doing a bunch of Slayer before this boss came out. So, just wanted to say, you know, cheers for watching the video, all that kind of thing. How are you guys finding Araxxor so far? Do you think it's a good boss? There's the dupe Dragon Hasta, was not expecting that. I actually think it's super fun, you know. I was trying different strats throughout this time, and I tried doing the eggs. I think eggless is definitely the way to go if you can do it. Just tank the extra damage. The kills are so fast, and it's kind of addictive to kill, to be honest, apart from that big long walk. And nice little 11 mil. I'll see you next time.